I have a job. I'm working as an interpreter in an NGO helping the refugees. It's 750 euro per month. They explained to us everything since we arrived, and everything is changing depending on the law. Not really, no. I will explain this one. It's something about changing everything in your life. So I'm here, but I cannot move anywhere because I don't have the papers to go. Uh, it wasn't my choice even to be here. I'm not free to move, not free to choose what I want for my future. I'm not feeling good with this, so it's not really. But in the end, when I compare it with my life in Turkey or maybe in Syria during the war, it's better than that time. I am in a totally different country, which the religion they inside here in these countries are different. So I'm not enjoying the traditional, the cultures, celebration, the religions ones also. I miss the days in Syria. I speak a little bit the English language, so it's helping me to make friends. Otherwise, if I don't have this language, it will be difficult for me to associate with any person, because the language is the most important thing in any religion. That we should understand each other to make the new relations. Uh, I have this question in my mind that what if the law changed regarding this? So maybe I'm not safe. First, it wasn't my decision to move. Second, I felt that, but not on the borders exactly. When I was in Turkey, I mean everywhere, because we didn't know the language there first, and when we were in need for help, a financial help. We were working day and night, and it was difficult to move with our life. But we were going to register our names. The people was some people was calling themselves NGOs, asking us to register, and we were giving all our information to them. Then they were promising us that we will give you money and some helps and shelters, whatever. But we haven't get anything. With the borders, with the smugglers, it was we chose to be manipulated because we were in need to move. I think it was our choice to be manipulated. I think we were using the containers only for sleeping, not to live inside. And this is why I'm thinking of these people. I'm having a home. Many of us, we have home to stay inside, to have a lockdown with the good Wi-Fi and everything. While there is some people, they can't even have this kind of lockdown. And what if we think about the other people in the islands? It's very complicated, and sometimes I feel depressed of thinking by thinking in this way. About being equal to the women here, in somehow no, because I think the women need to be in a safe place, and especially in the camp. During my first 7 months, I spent it. Living in the camp is difficult, so I was doing everything not like a normal woman who are doing it at home. So I feel like I didn't get my rights here in even in a camp or somewhere else, but to have a space. We were doing all the jobs while the men's was just sitting and doing nothing in the camp, and this was very difficult to be accepted by me. I don't know. I think all the women were thinking in this way. I wanted to have the Greek lessons since the beginning, the first days that I came, so I can learn faster, but I didn't have this chance. When I was in the camp, I wanted I have a little. I was speaking a little bit English, and it was helping me to find a job. But unfortunately, I didn't have the paper to the FME to start working. So I felt that I don't have my right to work there when I want, and especially that I know that and I can change my family's life, but it doesn't happen fast. As a woman working here in Greece, I could feel more independent than now. Uh, yes, I think in this way I didn't have the right to work. Because when you support the woman, for me, I think that the woman, she is the base of any community and in any family. So if you support her, if she felt independent, she can make uh, an independent generation, because these children are learning from the mother more how to organize their life, how to think about the others. I think the woman rights, it's the base of any right. I'm coming from a country, they never give a right to the women. There were some, but there were many that we didn't have them. Here I can breathe better. It's not like Syria. If I said any word, 100% will come against me, even sometimes the law. In Alexandria, for example, I wanted them to feel strong, that they are doing enough, they can do more things, and for this I had made that demonstration only for the women, because they should have their rights. I was seeing everything, like the women taking care of the children, going and coming, making the food, everything. It was the woman caring of the house, and there were no kitchen, there were no washing places, like no shower rooms, no toilets. So every time a child wants to go to the toilet, she should go with him or coming back. And in some points, if something happened, she is the one who gets blamed, and the man, he's the I don't know what to say, like the king here. No one blames him, but it was bothering me. I remember in one of the meetings we made, from the community meetings with the DRC, everything was for the men. I speak about this, about what they are facing, because I'm one of them and I know what they are facing. They never give her this space, and until now we have these problems in the camps, that the woman she's someone ignored, and no one asks about her feelings inside this camp, and I feel upset thinking of this. About what we have in Rojava for the women, I think it's the best way to have equality inside the community that never had this, where they can go and express their idea, no matter what level in education they have, no matter from where they came. They just express what they want to develop themselves. The idea of having a community, taking the woman as a strong part of it, in the center of everything. I think if it happened in Rojava as a place, it's existed in the Middle East, I think it could happen in everywhere, and it's a very good start to give this woman the, the the method and also the space to express themselves. It's 2 years and 2 months, and I feel like most of the local people here, they know me through the TV, through the newspaper or whatever they hear about. But for the people who don't knows me and who never try to talk with someone in like a refugee, and just looking to me as someone is for region coming to this land and trying to occupy it. I don't know how they think, but I mean, they don't know me in close to know what I am exactly. So we have this idea. I really want to these people to try to talk to to us, the refugees, as we are. They want to know who we are, what we are doing here, what is our background, and what is our idea about staying here. Maybe they will feel much safe, and so we are. And I really want them to try. So try to know us better, and you will know that we are normal like you. We are not something, not aliens.
Yes, I go to Greek high school, so I can I do normal lessons. Yes, I have. It's from Red Cross. It's called Red Cross. Yes, it's like 150 per month. I have FME and AMCA for the hospital and some paper to got a paper that say that I don't work and I cannot pay bus tickets. To be honest, I don't like this because they already know why we left our country, and when you go until they registered your name, they start asking you why you leave your country, and that is, I think, they are like, it's a stupid question that they already know. In our country, what is happening? They know they listen the news. They already know the answer, but they again ask you why you left your country. I don't feel free to do everything because it's not, it's not my own country to do everything I want. Okay, I'm free to do everything now. I'm trying to like follow the rules in Greece to be a good person, like all the other citizens in Greece. But sometimes for something it's difficult. For example, the religion. I don't feel free to wear a scarf. Sometimes maybe they ask me why you are like wearing a scarf. Sometimes it, you know what I mean? I mean that people don't they don't used to see people around women with the scarf. When they see you, they ask you why you are wearing your this, or is it very hot? They, you don't feel free to answer, or you don't feel free to go out because you are wearing hijab. Not even strange, sometimes very bad. And when you in a bus, you sit next to a woman or next to a man, they like scared a little bit of us. so I don't feel very free. You don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. Maybe the rule will change, and you don't know exactly what they are going to do for refugee. For the people who live in Moria, is more difficult for than us, because they live in Moria. They are really close to Turkey. They are in island. The situation is very bad there. But many people are living there, and maybe one day, for example, they decide to like deport them to their own country. But I don't know how I feel. It's a bit uh, complicated for me to say that okay, I'm safe now, and they are safe now. They don't feel safe because every day in Moria it's fight. People are like fighting for food, for everything. I said my parents are not worried for me when I go out. They don't scared that somebody will kidnap me. I'm free to go to school alone and go to shopping. For example, my sister couldn't go out like to play with other babies. When she was like 3 years old, she didn't understand that she cannot go out to play with the other babies. But we have to like force her to stay at home. So I was all the day at home. I didn't do anything, and for me, who like in Afghanistan, we were at home every day. It was like guaranteed for us, for the girls. I mean, for me and my sister, we didn't used to go out many times. But when I traveled in Greece and I go to school, I go out with my friends, I get used to it. And it was very, very difficult for me for like 2 months staying at home in a container and doing nothing. And container is like very dark. In the morning you want to go out to stay out. In that the quarantine time, I used to wash all the container and all the area of my house to be clean, and I didn't let also my father to go around the camp. Coronavirus in poor countries like my country, Afghanistan, that many people, if they don't go to work and they stay at home for coronavirus, they don't have money to eat. I have many friends there that in also coronavirus, they decide to leave the country because they said, okay, if we don't find money, what we have to do? Because you know, if for refugee are more difficult. They don't shake hands, wash your hands, take care of your children, and people are trying their best to follow the rules, but many people don't do it. Also, I know also in Greece, many people don't do it. In every country, it's difficult for them to stay at home. But in our camp, if somebody infected virus, is more difficult because we are refugee, and many people don't love refugee. During the coronavirus, I was just thinking about that. If just one person from the camp infect this virus, nobody will help us. This was the sentence like in my mind. That's a big problem for them because they close the toilet and they make like brought for them like single toilet,
Chemical toilets.
and most of the single men are using them, and it's a public like toilet. It's very difficult. I don't know what to say. It's very, very difficult for them. I understand them because it's very dirty. It's very dirty. They are not going to wash the toilet anymore because of the corona. And what I want to say is that, for example, when you don't feel safe in somewhere, you have to have some right to live to another place. Because like I think borders made it by people. This is also I'm thinking about a lot when I traveled. I was like young to travel in Afghanistan till here, like I was 14, because the ground is not yours. For example, I have also one story. Maybe it's not good to say, but I want to say that one day when I was in the school, one of the teachers told me that you brought with yourself the war in other country. The teacher told me just that you brought your war with your shoes to my country. It was something like this. She said it's a metaphor for us. It's a kind of metaphor that you brought with your shoes the war to our country. And I don't forget it. I don't know, I cannot forget it. And it's like you're saying, I didn't do that, but I didn't choose this to go out from my country. But she doesn't have this, she couldn't say this to me.
Okay.
As a woman, I'm saying that uh, living in European country for a Muslim woman is not easy.